Now you can hear me. Yay! Now it's on. No. But an hour and a half sounds fine, because I'm like mildly cramping right now, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel in like 2 hours. I gotta take some pain pills. Hold on. Okay. Make sure I got the right one. Image. On the upside, I bought Skyrim. I've been playing that for the last 2 days. It's interesting. You can romance people in it, but it's not like really good romances. It's just like something slapped on. And I'm just like, I want one game where I can just romance whoever the fuck I want. Like, pick a dude and be like, I'm gonna romance you.
The city has agreed to send us 6 guardsmen.
Not raw recruits. With luck, they'll know which end to grip a sword by.
Well, obviously, they would know which one to grip a sword by. The one that's not gonna cut your hand.
Let's see what we have. Let us begin. How are the rescue efforts? Have they found anyone alive?
Excavation is slow, as you can imagine.
I have a feeling I did this before. I thought I did do this before. I'm gonna do this and then I want to check and see.
All right.
Did I load the right one? I don't know if I loaded the right one. I think it's the right one. Journal. It's not the journal. I think I play this game too often. I'm too. Yeah. I get confused in which game I'm on. Judgment, advanced crafting. Okay, I'm just going to assume this is the right one because it seems like the right one. What am I doing? I don't know. Which game am I on? What was I doing? Nope. Check my inventory. And then 8. 215. You look weird, Cole.
So I'm thinking... Almost
I
gotcha.
don't have the material for that. I don't even have that. That's better. Alright, alright, alright. Now we're actually gonna go fight something this time. Yay! Fighting! I think I gotta open up the area first. Son of a bitch! Adventure Fort! Adventure! Um, um, um. I need a fighter. Oh.
Inquisitor, welcome to the Exalted Plains, a place with a long and bloody history. Even now, the region is volatile. This was a front in the Civil War. Now there's rebels called the Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
I like how you always had the option to flirt with her. All this talk ruins the mood. No.
This is where the elves made their last stand, isn't it?
Ah, you've studied the Dales. Yes. When offered a chance to lay down their arms and surrender,
Also an elf.
they refused.
This rebel group. Tell me more about them.
They seem to be simple deserters, tired of fighting and dying for either the Empress or the Grand Duke. Now they want the Dales for their own. Worse, they're more organized than we anticipated. Be wary.
You have no idea.
What else can you tell me?
Scouts have sighted Dalish elves. There must be a clan camped somewhere on the plains.
I'm a Danish elf. How come nobody mentioned
That will be all. Thank you.
With the rifts and the undead, the Arlesians have lost ground. Most have been driven back to their forts. We have to stabilize the region, allowing the Imperial Army to re-establish its presence. Good luck, your worship. You'll need it.
I think there's a glitch there somewhere because usually whenever I mention the Dell, she's all like, "Oh yeah, because you're one of them." Yeah, forgot. I'm gonna have to see you do that shit. Who do you think you are, you asshole? Why are you screaming?
Keep off the ramparts. I wonder why.
The Inquisition has arrived! We have arrived! They will take the Dales and say it isn't the hero. It is the hero. Just is right. There is no such right. These lands should be yours. What the hell kind of propaganda is this shit? We cannot allow the Inquisition to gain a foothold. As relays, true defenders, you know what to do. Alright, y'all are full of it. Take it as my own. It's not like this is my castle. Ew. Oops, wrong button. Good, good. Yeah, I gotta put my weapon away. Thanks. Shit, lightning. That's fun. Trying to remember what I have here. Oh yeah. Okay. Got all my shit together. Look at these creepy ass statues though. Need some of that flashlight. Look at that guy. What is up with that beard, dude? Damn it. I'm playing overscrolls. Skyrim. Too much. I keep getting my buttons mixed up.
Did you see that? People coming down from the hills to help.
I just like how Solus automatically just puts a barrier on me. That was liquefied. I felt that.
How can anyone stop these things?
Who are you?
Are you Imperial Army?
Yes, your worship. I fight on the side of Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, rightful Emperor of Olay.
Yeah.
The peace talks in Halam Sharal mean an end to hostilities, don't they?
We're no longer fighting each other, but the demons, the dead. It was easier when we fought just men. You can win against men.
What's happened here?
We were trying to retake the ramparts from the dead. They rise here, somewhere within these trenches. It started when those freemen showed up. Strange lights, like blue fire. It must be magic. But the freemen are just deserters from the armies. How could they have managed this? And why?
Do I
should
look
be
like
going.
I know what they're doing? Why are you asking me? Look, it's my Danish friends.
Looks like you need help.
Do I need help? I think you need help.
dead should stay dead, wouldn't you say, friend?
Generally speaking, that's how it should work.
Seems to be a lot of trouble in these parts.
That's putting it mildly. The war has stopped, but now the dead are walking. Funny, though. I've been watching these undead, and they seem focused on the Shem armies. As if, well, why wouldn't someone want to kill humans, huh? Still, poor fools.
Is your clan nearby?
We've been camped for weeks in the fields to the west. The war between the lions made passage through the dirt difficult. Damaged some of our arable. If you find the clan, tell Keeper How and I'll continue the hunt, and perhaps find a safer route through the plains.
What's the dearth?
It's what we call this place. The Dearth. Dearth of Erin.
I must be going.
Very well. Be safe.
Wrong button. Yeah. Okay, so you know, like how I was trying to explain to you, like Pentarel before. Well, this does a better job of explaining it than I ever could. So, like, read this, or I could read it. But in any case, this is important. Pentarel, the Charred Wolf. Alright. So like the premise of this is that oh, Pentarel is the trickster god, which we love because we all love trickster gods. I mean, I named my cat after one. But I can go into more explanation of this later. It's better for me to type it out than to try and explain it. which is funny because it's usually easier for me to explain it than it is to type it out. But yeah. Anyways, there was that. Finn Harrell! Not going that way. But that's like the first mention of Finn Harrell in the freaking game, and you will see more mentions of him. Well, actually, it might be easier if I go this way, so that I can point out how they start actually talking about Finn Harrell in like the game, and why he's so integral to like the actual plot. Go by that. I think I am. I can fight them, right? It'll be fine. Damn it. Why are you on fire? Usually it's not a problem. Alright, so. Look at the wolf statue! Damn it! Wrong button. All wolf statues like this, it's Finn Harrell. They're all dedications to Finn Harrell. Good doggy. But yes, all likenesses of Finn Harrell are wolves. That is what they established. Roses are red, pansies are yellow. How are you doing? Away from your fellow. What kind of weird ass poetry was that?
If you are to fight alongside us, Cole, I expect you to follow orders. The Inquisitor believes you wish to help, but I will not allow you to threaten innocents.
Yes. Help the hurt, save the small. If I become a demon, cut me down.
Do not doubt me. I will do it.
Good.
You're serious, aren't you?
Yes. I hope you are too.
My son! He knows what good is and what bad is. Don't underestimate my son. Well, shit. You're not supposed to get stuck down here too. Sandra's the only one who's just standing there where she's supposed to. Bless me. I did. Okay. Need to go out this way. Whee! There. That's better. This is where I want to go.
Back me up! One down!
This is part of a larger set.
I'm so glad you knew that, Solis.
Thank you for this, Inquisitor. We are not far from where my friend was summoned.
Everything here is blurry. It wants to forget, but now the rocks are solid.
One of the mages. Killed by arrows, it would seem.
I don't know what gave you that idea. Sounds like there's arrows sticking out of them. Oh, look! It's Fenhero! Agents of Fenhero! Yeah, Fenhero. Oh, shit! Fuck you! Why? Why are you attacking me? Bitches. Fucking. Ah. That dog was just waiting to put me down. Shit.
These aren't mages. The bodies are burned, and these claw marks. No. No, no, no.
A demon's work, unless I am mistaken.
Now I feel bad.
My friend. Ah!
The mages turned your friend into a demon.
Yes.
You said it was a spirit of wisdom, not a fighter.
A spirit becomes a demon when denied its original purpose.
So they summoned it for something so opposed to its own nature that it was corrupted. Fighting.
Let us ask them.
A mage! You're not with the bandits? Do you have any lyrium potions? Most of us are exhausted. We've been fighting that demon.
You summoned that demon! Except it was a spirit of wisdom at the time. You made it kill! You twisted it against its purpose!
I understand how it might be confusing to someone who has not studied demons, but after you help us, I can...
We are not here to help you.
Word of advice. I'd hold off on explaining how demons work to my friend here.
Listen to me. I was one of the foremost experts in the Kirkwall Circle.
Shut up. You summoned it
Kind of hot when he's
to protect
mad.
you from the bandits.
Yes.
You bound it to obedience, then commanded it to kill. That is when it turned. The summoning circle. We break it, we break the binding. No orders to kill, no conflict with its nature, no demon.
What? The binding is the only thing keeping the demon from killing us. Whatever it was before, it is a monster now.
Inquisitor, please!
I've studied rituals like this. I should be able to disrupt the binding quickly.
Thank you. We must hurry!
Al Abalos en Asel Atalim. Mamilava Halani. Malasuladinadas. Magilani Midinan.
Manuvinen. Dareth Shara.
I heard what it said. It was right. You did help it.
Now? I must endure.
Let me know if I can help.
You already have. All that remains now is them.
Oh, no.
Thank you. We would not have risked a summoning, but the roads are too dangerous to travel unprotected.
You tortured and killed my friend.
We didn't know it was just a spirit. The book said it could help us.
Solus.
Never again. I need some time alone. I will meet you back at Skyhold.
He left me! You jerk! The hell? Fucking I feel bad every time I sorry, Finn, for all your people keep attacking me though, so I'm defending myself. The fuck? Why? Why? Shit! Fucking Solus, where the fuck are you? That's not even helping any. What the fuck? That's not helping any. It's not even dying. What is it doing? I think that's a glitch. Disengage. Run. for that stuff. Hey, dude, what's up? There it is. You see it? Do you see the giant dreadwolf statue in the mountains? That's cool though, isn't it? It's not what I wanted. Step. That's what I wanted. Giant dreadwolf. Isn't that cool though? That's cool. Alright, so like, there's nothing much to do here because I already did the important thing. I don't want to do too much in that area because it's better to do it after a certain point. Even though I totally could do it right now, I don't want to.
Inquisitor.
How are you, Solus?
It hurts. It always does. But I will survive.
Thank you for coming back.
You were a true friend. You did everything you could to help. I could hardly abandon you now.
Where did you go?
I found a quiet spot and went to sleep. I visited the place in the Fade where my friend used to be. It's empty. But there are stirrings of energy in the void. Someday something new may grow there.
What happens when a spirit dies?
It isn't the same for mortals. The energy of spirits returns to the Fade. If the idea giving the spirit form is strong, or if the memory has shaped other spirits, it may someday rise again.
You're saying your friend might come back?
No, not really. A spirit's natural state is peaceful semi-existence. It is rare to be able to reflect reality. Something similar may reform one day, but it might have a different personality. It would likely not remember me. It would not be the friend I knew.
The next time you have to mourn, you don't need to be alone.
It's been so long since I could trust someone.
I know.
I'll work on it. And thank you.
I'm sorry your friend's dead, Solus. I'm sorry it was those jerks that did it.
Inquisitor.
It's looking good. Not good enough, but good.
We've stopped losing at least.
Faster than you thought. I did it.
And save.
Inquisitor, Do you have a moment?
Apparently I do. I don't think that was a question.
What were you like before the anchor?
Alright, I'm
Has
gonna
it
do all
affected you?
options. Again.
Changed you in any way? Your mind? Your morals? Your spirit?
Well, maybe not all options.
I don't believe so.
Ah.
Why do you ask?
You show a wisdom I have not seen since my deepest journeys into the ancient memories of the Fade. You are not what I expected.
I don't think of myself as different from anyone.
Perhaps not in the form of your body, no. You have shown subtlety in your actions. A wisdom that goes against everything I expected. If the Dalish could raise someone with a spirit like yours, have I misjudged them?
Yes.
I don't hold the Dalish up as perfect,
Alright.
but we have something worth honoring. A memory of the ancient ways.
Perhaps that is it. I suppose it must be. Most people act with so little understanding of the world, but not you.
So what does this mean, Solus?
It means I have not forgotten the kiss.
Alright, so I'm gonna just, not do the really, really good part until, I get to the actual choices that I want to do. I'm just showing you the different options, so let's break his heart!
Perhaps you should.
Perhaps you're right. I will always respect you, Inquisitor.
Oh! Oh, that killed me! He just walked away! Damn it. Such a masochist.
Inquisitor, Do you have a moment? What were you like before the anchor? Has it affected you? changed you in any way. Your mind, your morals, your spirit.
What do you think is going on here?
You show a wisdom I have not seen since my deepest journeys into the ancient memories of the Fade. You are not what I expected.
What have I done that's so surprising?
You have shown subtlety in your actions. A wisdom that goes against everything I expected. If the Dalish could raise someone with a spirit like yours, have I misjudged them?
Most of the Dalish care more about impressing other hunters with a good shot or talking about how awful humans are. There are only a few who seem to care about the old ways.
Perhaps that is it. I suppose it must be. Most people act with so little understanding of the world, but not you.
So what does this mean, Solus?
It means I have not forgotten the kiss.
I'm gonna do it again.
Perhaps you should.
Perhaps you're right. I will always respect you.
He doesn't even show any form of remorse when you reject him. Like, he's, like, happy you did it. I hate that. Dude. You're too accepting of rejection. It's like he's used to it or something.
Inquisitor.
Alright, the good part.
Do you have a moment? What were you like before the anchor? Has it affected you? Changed you in any way? Your mind? Your morals? Your spirit?
If it had, do you really think I'd have noticed?
No. That's an excellent point.
Why do you ask?
You show a wisdom I have not seen since my deepest journeys into the ancient memories of the Fade. You are not what I expected.
Sorry to disappoint.
It's not disappointing, it's... Most people are predictable. You have shown subtlety in your actions. A wisdom that goes against everything I expected. If the Dalish could raise someone with a spirit like yours, have I misjudged them?
The Dalish didn't make me like this. The decisions were mine.
Yes, you are wise to give yourself that due. Although the Dalish, in their fashion, may still have guided you. Perhaps that is it. I suppose it must be. Most people act with so little understanding of the world, but not you.
So what does this mean, Solus?
It means I have not forgotten the kiss.
Alright, good part.
Good. Don't go.
It would be kinder in the long run. But losing you would...
There he goes! Oh, he is so into that.
Arlath Mavanan.
Damn it. Damn it, you can't just say that. Walk away, fucker. Frustrating. Why? Why are you always walking away from me after doing things? Why? Jerk. He ran away! Like he kissed me and then ran away. Maybe he was embarrassed. I hate you. I hate you, Solus. And if you want to know what he said in Elvish, it was, I love you, my heart. So, yeah, full on confession. Jerk.
Lost 3
Jerk, 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 jerk. Run away. Why are you running away?
Venon.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhawk. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
You've given me good counsel before. I could use some now.
My apologies, Inquisitor. My poor manners shame me. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
As I said, that must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast to destroy the Conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
You said that you believed the orb is Elven.
I never would have believed a Devinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities, giving him access to power he should never have known.
Like the power to control the Archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
I just want to take a picture of that.
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven. Spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. He must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Olay into chaos, and then conquer it for Devinter.
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible. Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying.
That's
His deception
important.
will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient Magistars of Devinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the Blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
We'll talk later.
Dareth Shira.
I'm just, like, passively admiring how tight his clothes are while looking at these conversations. Like, kinda can see his butt. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna talk to Colin.
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. They're in Fall Redoubt.
Yeah.
The Knights were
been
fed
doing
red
those.
lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
I like finding the Red Templars' vulnerabilities before fighting them head-on.
We'll need every advantage against what courses through their veins. Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded. As leader of the Inquisition, there's something I must tell you.
You're being especially serious today.
I know. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
Cullen, if this can kill you...
It hasn't yet. After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to... watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
There's my bald boyfriend. My bald elven boyfriend. Boyfriend. Did I do that too? Nope, I didn't do it. Son of a bitch. Talk to Hawk.
Strangest thing, when I reached down, my dagger was gone. Just gone. Know where I found it? In a barrel. The thing was filled to the brim with daggers. Got the strangest feeling. I know someone took it right off my belt, but I can't recall who.
Pool's room. Well, we'll use the default. This is important because this guy is supposed to be the character from the
Inquisitor,
character we play in the
meet
second
Hawk, the champion of
game. You
Kirkwall.
can customize him as much
I
as
don't
possible.
use that title much anymore.
You can even make him a girl.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him after all.
Also, Varric was in the second game too.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
You're lucky it was just a single city. I've got half of Thedas.
You're doing everything you can to protect them.
Does it ever get any easier?
I'll let you know. I don't envy you, Inquisitor.
So meta.
But I may be able to help you.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
So Corypheus has the Venatori, the Red Templars, and now possibly the Wardens as well. Wonderful.
I didn't come this far just to give you bad news.
Well,
I've got a
good.
friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
I'll take any lead I can get at the moment.
Good. I'll do whatever I can to help. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
And where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
When the Wardens began acting strangely, I had my friend Aveline take my brother out of the Free Marches. My uncle Gamlen's still in Kirkwall, but everyone else I used to know, they've pretty much scattered to the winds.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
I love his impersonation of Eric.
Yeah.
Hey you, I have an Inquisitor favor to ask. Just a little thing, really. A little march around for some of your people. It's nothing for you, right?
All right. Let's hear what you've got.
Jump right in, huh? I like that. It's a Red Jenny thing. I got a tip that some noble stiffs are arguing over Verschel. Land squabble. They're getting little people beat up, so I need you to go to your big table and send some people to walk through town.
Just walk through.
Just walk through. Easy, right?
Was this a tip from one of your friends?
Not a Jenny. Just normal angry people getting sick of being in the middle. I don't usually hear about things this far away. But having a friend like you is like getting really big ears. Bigger than normal, I guess, because we both... Never mind.
Who's asking for this?
I'm asking, because I heard people complaining. See, when nobles fight, it's not them. It's their little people stuck in the middle. It's like a polite war, so no one pays attention. But if you march through, the people up top feel threatened too. Stuff like this is always happening. Good sovereigns to be made if you're one of the few who notice.
What does the Inquisition get out of this?
Nobles think everyone is out to get them. So when your helmets march through, both sides will think the other's your ally. Both get scared, both make deals. Worst case, you get a little bump among the people just because they see you active. Can't promise anything, but something will happen. Just like always.
All right, Sarah. I'll have someone look into it.
It's fun, right? Being important without doing a thing. Well, not much of a thing. Not everything has to be torn skies and ancient arseholes. Every little thing makes a difference somewhere. Demon armies and wardens, and Varric has exactly who we need. The big talker just knows everything.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on. Well, you're here.
Oh, you're here.
I'll be back if I need you.
Usually she has something funny to say about me dating Solus. She'd be all like, so you and Solus.
You've heard?
Pleased to hear it.
Something I wanted to do and I can't remember what it was.
Inquisitor.
What was it? Something. Shit. Oh yes, now I remember.
Inquisitor?
Anything interesting?
A letter regarding Felix, Alexius's son. He went to the Magisterium, stood on the Senate floor and told them of you. A glowing testimonial, I'm informed. No news on the reaction, but everyone back home is talking. Felix always was as good as his word.
Was?
He's dead. The Blight caught up with him.
Are you all right?
He was ill, and thus on borrowed time anyhow.
That doesn't mean you can't regret his death.
I know. Felix used to sneak me treats from the kitchens when I was working late in his father's study. Don't get into trouble on my behalf, I tell him. I like trouble, he'd say. Tevinter could use more mages like him. Those who put the good of others above themselves.
Were the two of you...
Felix and I? What an odd question. No, I had no intention of abusing Alexius's hospitality by seducing his son. Not that I've been proper my whole life by any means. It wasn't like that. Even in illness, Felix was the best of us. With him around, you knew things could be better.
You make it sound like he was a better person than you.
What a mad thing to say. Few people are better than I. Very well, a better person, clearly, not nearly as handsome. Thankfully, Felix wasn't the only decent sort kicking around Thedas.
I swear to God, he was talking about me.
Fancy meeting you here.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Ah, yes. Everyone outside the Imperium always seems quite fascinated by it. Probably why they come up with so many ridiculous tales. Flying cows over Minrathous. That's madness. All right, that one's actually true, but the cows didn't have wings. I digress.
Anything in particular you wanted to know?
Corypheus is a figure out of Tevinter history. He was a magister.
Yes, but that was a different time. The Imperium's power was at its peak then. The Civil War had ended. The Magisterium was united, its armies scooping up bits of Thedas like candy. The Magisters who entered the Black City. It was a demonstration of how exceptional Tevinter had become.
But who were they?
No one knows. There's no record of a Magister named Corypheus. All this happened 1400 years ago, before the Blight nearly wiped us out. There are no records. Today, people half believe it's all just a story. That's what I believed.
We have evidence the story is very much real.
But not who Corypheus is. If he even remembers. There used to be families who claimed some of those Magisters as their own. That stopped when the Chantry appeared. Then it was shameful, and the families distanced themselves from the tale. All we know is that some men and women entered the Black City looking for the old gods. What did they find? According to Corypheus, nothing. And only he could tell us more.
It seems strange that an entire empire would be ruled by mages.
Strange? Why are you less qualified to rule than some tart with a fancy crown? Actually, the fiction in the Imperium is that mages don't rule. The Magisterium rules. That Magisters are all mages is considered a convenient technicality.
What is the Magisterium, exactly?
The upper house of the Imperial Senate, and the only part worth having a seat on. Those seats are split among the circles of Magi, the Chantry, and the major families. All mages now. It's odd that outside the Imperium, you use Magister like it applies to every Tevinter mage.
If you're not a Magister, then what are you called? No special title?
I'm an Altus, which is almost as good as a Magister, depending on who you ask.
I've never heard of an Altus.
Upper class. Those families who trace descent from the Dreamers, the first prophets of the old gods. If you're a mage and you're not Altus, then you're later. Lower class. If you're not a mage at all, you're Soperati. That's everyone else.
Plebeians!
Love our fancy words.
I thought the Archon ruled over the Imperium.
Well, yes. Technically, he can overrule laws passed by the Magisterium, but that never happens. Even so, he gets to appoint new Magisters, which means all the families vie madly for his favor. Thus, the Archon gets invited to all the parties. The truest path to Tevinter influence, let me tell you.
If it's a fiction, that means mages do rule then.
Yes and no. Let me put it this way. Mages do rule, but not all mages are equal. If you're not from the right family, chances are you don't rule anything. Maybe you're even a slave. The idea that anyone could be a mage, however, keeps the masses placated.
Can anyone be a mage?
Technically. The potential runs mostly in bloodlines, but it's been known to happen. More importantly, commoners believe it can. Tevinter legend is chock full of mage heroes from humble origins. So they hold out hope. Someday my son or my son's son will be a mage. Someday. Poor sods don't realize that means he'll be a quaestor at the arse end of the 100 Pillars, at best.
Being a quaestor isn't a good thing.
I imagine the average non-mage likes to think so. Counting numbers and shuffling papers all day is better than many occupations after all. If you're a second-class citizen among a pack of piranha, however, your outlook changes.
Let me ask you something else.
Of course.
Yep. Too much.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
No. I should go.
I do rather like watching you leave.
Dorian, I'm gonna get the wrong idea if you keep talking like that. Alright, so like, it's been an hour and a half. So, I will do my war table missions. And then we will stop for the night. Which is good because I think I'm starting to camp again. Ow. Yep. Crapping.
All right.
Inquisitor?
Okay, so I'm gonna save and then I will say goodnight. Yeah, Momo.